We've all had a day where we've woken up and felt the familiar muscle aches, nausea, and heavy-eyed headache that prompts you to call in sick to work and crawl back into bed. However, not every sniffle is just the common cold. Welcome to Live the Facts. This is a list of the top 5 deadly viruses documented in history. Number 1. The Marburg virus. Named after a small town in the River of Lahn, this disease is one of the more gruesome viruses. This is a hemorrhagic fever virus which causes convulsions, extreme lethargy, sickness, and diarrhea. In more severe cases, bleeding of mucous membranes. People that have been diagnosed with this virus are said to have deep-set eyes and expressionless faces, along with extreme lethargy. At this moment, there is no cure for MVD. Number 2. Ebola. The virus was identified in 1976 and is thought to have originated from a natural host of fruit bats. Although there was a total of 24 outbreaks in Central and East Africa, there has been no cases outside of the country as of today. The first signs of the virus are a sudden onset of fever, muscle and joint aches, weakness, headaches, and a rash. The second stage of Ebola shows vomiting and diarrhea and malfunctioning of the liver and kidneys. On estimate, 50 to 90% of cases die of Ebola. As of this time, there is no known cure for Ebola. Number 3. Influenza. Also known as the flu, this virus happens to attack the respiratory system, such as your nose, throat, and lungs. Although it may be known as the flu, this is not the same as the stomach flu, which causes diarrhea and sickness. A fever over 100.4 degrees Fahrenheit, along with a dry, persistent cough and nasal congestion, can be the first signs. People with a weakened immune system may be at risk to serious complications from the flu, such as pneumonia, heart problems, and bronchitis, etc. People with the virus are usually contagious, and it can be spread by coughing or sneezing. Luckily, there is a vaccination which can prevent the flu. Number 4. Smallpox. This highly contagious and deadly virus infected over 300 million people in the 20th century, and 3 out of every 10 people who had the disease died before it became the only human infectious disease to be eradicated. Thankfully, there is currently no naturally occurring smallpox about these days. However, small quantities of the deadly virus still exist in 2 research laboratories. The last outbreak of the smallpox occurred in the US in 1949. People who contracted the disease developed a high fever and a distinctive progressive rash, which for most has since left permanent scars and even left others blind. Number 5. Dengue virus. A mosquito-borne viral infection, the dengue virus has put a whopping half of the world's population at risk by growing dramatically over the years. This deadly virus is the leading cause of serious illness and death in some Asian and Latin American countries. Symptoms of this deadly virus can include a high temperature or fever, a severe headache, pain behind the eyes, a widespread red rash and muscle pain, etc. There is more severe case of dengue virus, which causes a higher risk of death. As of now, there is no specific treatment for dengue virus, and it has caused an estimated 390 million infections each year. That's it for today's video. If you like our videos, please subscribe, like, or dislike, and leave us a comment. Until next time.